It's time for another painfully honest review of the Turtle Beach Elite Pro gaming headset. Let's get started. First off, let's just say that Turtle Beach and I have not been best pals over the years. I've tried a bunch of different Turtle Beach headsets over the years. Eventually, I ended up trying out the Stealth 500P, and that was probably the worst headset that I've ever tried to put on my head. It's been a mixed bag for me in Turtle Beach. But when I saw that Turtle Beach was coming out with this Elite Pro headset, and they were gonna have a TAC, the tactical audio controller, and some other doodads that you could put on, and they were gonna compete directly with Astro and the Astro A40, I was pretty interested because what they were offering on paper looked really, really good. If you go microphone, tactical audio controller, headset, then you end up with almost $400 worth of stuff. $400 is a lot of money. Let's just get that out there and keep it in our heads so we can consider this as we go on. But let's review the headset. First thing I want to cover is the build quality, the fit and finish. Turtle Beach headsets have always felt like crap to me. That, however, is not the case with these guys. We've got a lot of great stuff happening here. Some really strong feeling aluminum, I believe. Aluminum. Now this is the place where most headsets fail. On the inside of here, more aluminum as it goes on these little adjustment dealies. This is very nice, solid, hard plastic. We've got 3 adjustment levels. We've got 1, 2, 3 on the cups. Each cup goes there. And then we've got this, which adjusts the tension of this band here. And that's something that I didn't think was going to be that big a deal until I found that I like putting these things on the ear cups themselves on 2 and around between 5 and 7 on the tension adjustment. It ends up feeling really good, and it just feels really solid. Like nothing's happening. Nothing's coming off my head. Now they do fold flat. I'm going to talk about the ear cups here. This is a leather, which I never really appreciated how much leather ear cups can help with sound isolation. The thing that I like about these is there's leather on the outside for that noise canceling, more of a satiny kind of fabric over this, and the ear pads themselves are super squishy. I mean, they're very squishy. This is memory foam, and it doesn't stop there. You've got underneath this some sort of gel. They call it a cooling gel. It really does. When you put the headphones on, it feels cool, like unusually cool, unnaturally cool. Now, it doesn't stay that way the whole time that you're wearing the headset, but it starts out that way, and it's a nice thing to experience. There's more to the ear cups that we got to talk about. Now, one thing that I really appreciate, and I think a lot of you might too, is so you can pull these off. They come off easily, and then you see here, you've got this little tab, and it has different levels of tightness that you can use. So you pull the tab off. I have it on the last hole possible. And what it does is it pulls the ear pad down so that it slots right to where your glasses are, and the temple, the earpiece, whatever you want to call it on your glasses, slides right in there. So there's less pressure on your glasses if you are in fact a glasses wearer. I have to say a personal thank you to the folks over at Turtle Beach for not leaving us glasses wearing folks out in the cold. This is a really nice touch, and I hope other manufacturers kind of take a cue from this and try and find some way to make glasses wearers have more comfort in their headsets. So we've got here your regular kind of gooseneck style microphone, foam pad here. This will get chewed off by your cat or something. Nice. It's a good sounding microphone. It works well. You can get the optional noise canceling microphone. I think they're charging $20 for it now. I think they used to charge $40 for it, but you can get that. This one works fine for my purposes. I got no problems whatsoever. And then you've got this cable. Now, one thing that I don't like about this cable, so you've got this extension here, which is a nice touch, but then you've got this proprietary jack that slots in there. It's kind of cool. You can see once you get it in there, the orange comes through these slots, so you know it's plugged in. But it's a proprietary cable, and proprietary cables can be a pain in the rear end. All you get is a 1 meter cable with a mute switch on it and a volumes knob here. And this is where we start to run into trouble. Everything about this headset is quality. I would trust this headset for years of use without any problem whatsoever. But by itself, all you get is a nice set of headphones, a decent microphone, a 3 meter cable with a mute switch and a volume knob on it. That's it for $199. Fit and finish wise, everything is fantastic here. Let's move on to number 2, the sound. Honestly, spoiler alert, these things sound great. Tuned nicely for gaming. The mids are there. They're not too recessed. They're not too out front. They're not honky. And then there's a nice twinkle in the high end so you can get that footstep thing that you need. No surround sound necessary. I find myself, getting the drop on people with these pretty often. And that's without the tack. That's without any of the special stuff. Another thing that's nice about these is that you plug them into the DualShock 4 or the Xbox One controller and you have volume left over. They're powered so nicely. They must be around 30 ohms because they really are driven nicely by the controller ports. And that's not something that happens for every headset. Once you plug it into the Mixamp, I have a $25 Mixamp that I got off eBay, but once you plug these guys into the Mixamp, then it's a whole other world. You get your surround sound, you get your chat and game mix. The mic sounds pretty good as well. I was pleasantly surprised with how good the mic sounded. Here's a quick clip of the mic.
This is a test of the Turtle Beach Elite Pro headset microphone, the microphone that comes with the headset, not the noise canceling microphone that costs extra money. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously.
You can spend the extra $20 and get the noise canceling mic, but if you're not in a tournament setting where it's really noisy, or if you aren't in your living room where other people might be talking while you're playing, I don't know that it's really necessary. This brings us to the difficult part of the review. The Elite Pro is a great headset. Sound-wise, fit and finish, comfort, it's all working. It all works. But where you have to start to ask that question is, you've got these, $199. Then you've got the tack, $149. Then you got that noise canceling mic, another $20. There you're at $370. And you add on some tax if you're buying it in the store, and you're almost at $400, which is more expensive than the Astro A40 by $100, and that's a wireless headset. The Astro A40, $250, has mostly all the functionality that the whole kit for this Turtle Beach Elite Pro setup has, and it's $150 less expensive. Do I think that this headset is better than the Astro A40? Yes. Do I think the tack has the opportunity, has the possibility of being better than the Mixamp? Yes. It's got all kinds of great features that the Mixamp doesn't have. The price point is the problem. I can't really, in good conscience, recommend this headset when I know that it's just a wired headset before you spend all that extra money. No matter how good it sounds, when you're asking somebody to spend $199 on a headset, and then $149 on the tactical audio controller, and then you add on things. It's an interesting strategy by Turtle Beach, but what I think is happening, if you look online, like Amazon didn't have the tack in stock, you could only buy it used. I think if this were all one package, if this were all, say, $300, Turtle Beach would sell 1 million of them. I think the strategy is backfiring on Turtle Beach. I think people are not just willing to pick up those different pieces at those price points. Turtle Beach, if you're listening, make it all one package where you get the headset, the tack, and then you're competing with the Astro A40. Now maybe I'm wrong, maybe you are selling 1 million of them. To be painfully, perfectly honest, drop that price. In terms of the performance of the headset itself, I give them 9 out of 10. I give them 4.5 out of 5 stars because they sound great. Proprietary cable, all that other stuff. This is probably the best sounding, feeling, built gaming headset that I've ever tried, but I can't recommend it to my viewers. This has been a painfully honest review of the Turtle Beach Elite Pro headset. Come back and see me again. I'll be here all week. So that's it. My name is Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This has been a painfully honest review, and until the next time, I'm out.